Hello, I'm Martin Costello. There seems to be a lot of confusion lately as to whether the Yellow Vest movement is left or right. What do you think? Me personally, I believe it's neither, as it concerns 99% of the population. No matter where you believe you sit on the political spectrum, we all generally want the same things. However, the political and global elites shove us into these boxes to divide and conquer us. It is the ordinary people against the 1% elitists, and they make the likes of you and I turn on each other. The elite push us into believing that we can only really either be left or right, when currently in our political system this doesn't really exist, as the main parties are very similar and do not speak for the majority of ordinary, decent, working class people. Those career politicians in Westminster bubble and the champagne socialists are quick to preach to us mere mortals, lecturing us, but they never lead by example. In our anti-democratic two-party voting system, people are always forced to pick the best of a bad bunch, and this has fueled the rapid demise of our country with no real leadership or opposition. When the general election comes around, let's face it, it's like having to pick between having gonorrhea or syphilis, something we do not want at all. The rise in cultural Marxism in our society is breaking down the family unit. This in turn makes it easier to control people by not having that strong, close network of support around them. The establishment, as you know, are now indoctrinating our children in schools. Just recently, they were telling us about 5-year-old boys being allowed to have periods. This is absolutely insane. You know, while people can have gender issues, the amount is so tiny, it is not something that is at all common. What we're seeing is, once again, the tail is wagging the dog, but dangerously abusing the minds of the young and the vulnerable. And I've heard myself that teachers who do not conform to this brainwashing curriculum are actually pushed out of the profession. Make no mistake, the Yellow Vest movement is pro-democracy, and it doesn't matter what side of the fence you may have sat on in the EU referendum. This has gone far beyond Brexit now, and it is a fight for our very democracy. If the result isn't respected, the UK is officially a dictatorship, and this will lead us down a very dark road. The French working class have seen the devastating effects that mass immigration has had on their lives, particularly their economy. It has seen economic migrants driving down wages and suppressing their infrastructure, just like we've seen in the UK. The elite push the refugees welcome agenda, and they're always pulling on good-natured people's heartstrings, but the fact is only 5% of immigration are genuine refugees. And, you know, we welcome these people who've suffered, you know, with open arms. They are more than welcome. But the rest of these people are fake refugees, and we just say enough is enough, no more. We must help people fix their own countries and preserve their culture, just like we need to preserve our own. I love the world's many diverse and beautiful cultures, and we respect our fellow man, but we can't ignore the fact that we are all different, hence why we have borders. It's not racist to want to preserve your race. I mean, what kind of world we live in if we're all the same? If we're all similar, our democracy would be exposed to becoming a dictatorship, and humanity would be ruled by a new world order, just as the EU are trying to achieve by systematically breaking down nation states and transferring power centrally to Brussels. I believe our demands should be quite simple. We demand a fairer society for those who work hard. We demand a fairer voting system. We demand justice for all. We demand equality, no matter what gender, race or sexuality is. We demand an end to political correctness that sees people turned down because of the colour of their skin, and most notably recently towards white people, as they don't tick these diversity boxes. People should always be selected on merit. We demand Brexit to be implemented as per the will of the nation, and most of all in the interest of democracy. We demand greater spread of wealth for those who work hard, whatever level their job. We demand an end to mass immigration that benefits only the wealthy globalists but diminishes the quality of life of millions due to the strain on our infrastructure. We don't bow to political establishment because it's easy. The right thing to do is never the easy path, but we do this because it's a hard challenge and we do it for all of mankind. Our ancestors fought in much worse conditions and spilt blood for our freedom. It is your duty to stand up to the elite who suppress us for their own benefit, and we must preserve this for our children and grandchildren. But we must, however, be totally peaceful to get this message across, otherwise the movement will fail as many others have done in the past, and we have a duty to stamp out any potential violence. Today we say enough is enough of this tyranny. Today we say no longer shall we be driven into poverty. No more shall we be divided by race, colour of our skin, left, right, far left, far right. We shall not be divided. Today I also say, and I ask all decent people to wear the yellow vest and stand shoulder to shoulder in a show of unity and peaceful defiance to those who suppress us. We shall not cower, no, we shall not back down, we shall not give in, and we shall not be replaced. United we stand, but divided we fall. So rise with me, and together we shall win.